Jeremiah Hickey here with On the Spot Window Cleaning, here to talk to you about the new Unger Black series. Right now Unger's doing the promotional giveaway, so if you haven't done your hashtags and posted, do that. There'll be a description in the description below. It'll have all the details onto what you need to do so that you can win the limited edition Unger Black series for yourself. Now for that Black series, it comes with the 14-inch with the new Unger Black series Ergotek handle. It's got the printed on Black series channel, and of course that deliciously green rubber there, as well as the 18-inch sleeve and T-bar, the Ninja swivel handle T-bar with the sleeve. So I'm going to talk about the different components, compare it to what I normally use, because that's my best assessment. This is, take it for what it is. Just my use of it. I've had it in heavy use for the last 5 days ever since I received it, and I'll tell you what I like and some things you might need to know. Anyway, so to begin with, let's start with the handle, the Ergotek handle. If you're not familiar with the Ergotek handle, here is the traditional colors. This one is actually the long handle, and this one is the short handle. The short is the standard. Anyway, so it's got the new colors on it, which are, it's a nice change. Everything is fun when they have the change. It's got the Black Series print on there and on the channel. Anyway, the Ergotek handle itself, super easy to use, very lightweight, very easy to control. The way the grip is designed, there's texture on the grip here and here, so two different types of either plastics or rubbers there that allow your fingers to have good dexterity on it and easy to operate. I swivel it really easily in between my fingers. Get some background noise from the street. By the way, I'm at my own house, so that's why I don't have a mask. But anyway, so because it's 2020 and we're supposed to have a mask when we're on the job, and we do. But again, at my own house. So they also reinvented or re-engineered the pressure point on this, on the clasp here. So you see the two teeth that grab into the S channel, that's so it doesn't slip back and forth. But when you take it apart, that's the Ergotek handle. It's got the teeth there, spring loaded. There's no clips in the rubber. It just slides in and out, which makes it very easy to change it out when it gets warm. And then you can slide your channel back on, and it makes it very easy if you want to adjust and have an offset handle. You can just put it in a different set of grooves like that. So the Ergotek handle, it's been our bread and butter ever since it came on the market. All my guys use it. I issue it as a standard, and everybody likes it. We use different handles for fun, but this is the one that we go to. So the black handle, awesome. It's a smaller grip, so in my hands I always end up tailing my pinky. My standard squeegee that I use day to day is the 18-inch with the long handle. So this is the one that I use all the time, but for the purposes of this giveaway I've been trying out the 14-inch, which is really actually easier to control. So the 14-inch works really well, especially for residential windows. So that's where I've been using this the most, is interior residentials for the last 5 days, like I said, and it's had heavy use. I'm still on the first side of the blade. I don't know how often you guys change your blades out. And I gotta say that for what I've used in the past, to get 5 full days worth of use out of one side of the blade and have no nicks, and the corners haven't even been worn, that's awesome. I think this rubber, it feels like a harder rubber than they usually have. I don't know if that's true. I haven't looked at the specs on it, but in my own use, it feels like a little bit firmer rubber, which helps not to stick on the glass as much if it's a little bit warmer or a little bit hotter glass. And it also helps when you're turning, that it doesn't twist and leave that little twist mark sometimes. So I actually like the firmness of the rubber. Plus it looks cool because it's green. Anyway, I don't know the specs on it, but it's been great. It's been handling great for the last 5 days, like I said. Other than that, it's all pretty much standard Ergotek stuff. So I'm looking forward to trying this green rubber when it comes on the market here in the States for my 18-inch, just to see how long it holds up. There were issues in the past with the way the handles sat in the Ninja bucket on a belt. I have found that with the new grip here, the new release, it actually holds it higher up in the bucket and it doesn't wear in the middle. They had a problem with it wearing unevenly and causing a little nick mark on the rubber on the bucket on a belt. So if you've been having that issue, the new handles, that's pretty cool. It just sits a little bit higher up in the bucket on a belt, and so it doesn't rest on the rubber in the center divide. So if you use the Ninja bucket on a belt, you may have noticed that issue. They put a little stopper in there in the last year or two to try to help with that. But anyway, so Ergotek handle works great. 14-inch is what this one is, and the rubber it's actually been really nice. Frankly, I have used the Dexterity rubbers. I've got in this one, I don't know if you can see the print on it, but yeah, that's been the standard that I've been using. I do want to put this in full use for a while on the 18s. With the stiffer rubber, it may work better for my climate in my area, so we'll see. But for now, it has performed very well. I would use it and I would issue it, not a problem. As far as the sleeve goes, so again, I don't know the specs on this sleeve here that comes with the Black Series, but it is awesome. It is an awesome sleeve. It holds, I use the grain microfiber as my standard. This one feels like it holds more water, and when you dip it in, wring it out, and you have it on your bucket on a belt and you pull it, it doesn't drain as readily to the end, so you don't get all that excess water that kind of sits at the end when you pull it out, and you got to kind of control that extra water depending on how much you wring it out. So this sleeve, I'm absolutely going to keep as a standard, just like it is. This is already what I use as an 18. This sleeve, yeah, and if it lasts, which I've only had it for 5 days, but as long as the durability on it is good, it will probably be the new sleeve that I order now that it's on the market. It's got the cool scrub pad at the end. You get those extra tough spots off of the glass. But and then this is the Ninja handle with the quick release, or the swivel release right there. I usually use this swivel, and I've talked about this on some of my other videos. It's the pivot point. I find that when the pivot point of any handle that has a swivel on it is closer to the cross section, see the pivot point is all the way up by the T-bar, you have more control over it. It doesn't get lopsided. All your pressure is more evenly distributed. So I like pivot points of any swiveling tool to be right up close to the T intersection. The Ninja handle, which works well, but you can see it's got that about a 2-inch gap between the swivel point and the T intersection. And that just kind of makes for an unevenness when you're swiveling. There's a different pressure point when you're dealing with it, and it's just not as smooth as I like. So I really like the way this one works. Although I like the feel of the Ninja handle in a fixed position. It's got the longer handle, it's got a good rubber grip on the edges, so it's firm in your hand. So if you're used to using a very fixed T-bar, by all means, great handle. I've used these, I use them, but I just prefer this version right here. That being said, the sleeve is a no-brainer for me. Absolutely on the sleeve. So overall, my assessment on the Unger Black Series, after having it only 5 days, is so far excellent on the rubber. 14-inch, good durability, good glide, good functionality. Maybe I'll get 2-3 weeks out of it. We'll see. I don't know. Sleeve must have. So enter, and maybe you can win. Description below. Have fun, Jeremiah. On the spot window cleaning. Supersqueegee.com.